What's going on, everybody? You're watching Michigan Farmer 421. I'm Clyde, and today we are working on the Cummins. Okay, we're just doing a quick update on what I have gotten done in between this part and the last part. Haven't done too much lately, just been figuring out stuff and working on the exhaust. So we got a new throttle cable that will hook up to the 6.0 foot pedal. I have made a bracket. It's over here. I gotta paint it. We have made a bracket right here. We took parts of this old Dodge and put this all together. It's even got Ford writing on it. But and then here's the downpipe. Had a friend weld this all up for me. So we got it going like kind of number 45 to go to a number 45, and then it curves and then it goes underneath the truck. Now we are running into some issues. Let's try to keep you out of the sun here. Issues with the exhaust. It is not clearing very well back here for it to come out like in this area. I'm going to try it again later, but it might have to come out over here. The exhaust kit was meant for a 1989 to 93 Dodge Ram, first gen. So I knew I was going to have to do some fabricating to make it work for this truck. But I don't think this truck was meant to have 4-inch exhaust going out the back. So we're going to have to figure out some solutions for that. But first, we're going to get this throttle cable all buttoned up. So this is pretty well wire brushed. We're going to paint this and then go from there. Here we go. Alright, we're going to take this. I'm a little brave with paint in my camera. We're going to take it outside and hang it up and have it dry out in the sun. It's a little cooler out here in the shop. Brace for the sun. Let's see. Hang it like right here. There we go. Get that sun to dry it off. Now we're going to work on installing our exhaust downpipe. We have also disconnected the cruise control. I could hook it up, but this truck's cruise never worked very well. And with the new transmission tuner, I don't think the two would cooperate very well with each other. But we also got our exhaust downpipe in. It is a little tight down in there. It only rubs a little bit. I have actually cleared most of the rubbing. I will have to tie back one of the transmission fluid lines. That way it don't get burned and rubbed and we have a leak and we dry up our transmissions. So, yep. So now I'm going to work on either putting this fender wall back in or removing that power cable. So here we go. Alright. I have worked on this truck for a little while. We got our ground cables back in. We've got our starter wire rerouted. That way the putting in this fender well will be easier. That is the next thing I'm going to do. And then we can put in our air filter setup. I've also got the other ground cable over here installed. And this goes to the block. And then I'm going to have to trim back this wire because it used to be both grounds went to the motor. But now I have one going to the motor and one to the frame. So this is no longer needed. So yeah. Now we're going to start up this truck here since I couldn't get it on footage in the last video to let you guys hear it run. So, yep. And then we also have, excuse me, a bracket that goes here for a spring. That way our throttle doesn't stick. Okay, I'm inside the truck now. She's in park. Sun is not helping me right now. When I do turn the key, there's no way to start light or anything here, so yeah. Now we're gonna fire her up. The DTS alternator. The DTS RPM gauge is very, very accurate. It does have a little chip in there, but it don't even go up and down. It's so good. The alternator should be charging. I don't know why my battery gauge is that like that. But oil pressure, we're at the normal. But yeah, runs pretty well. The only thing I do not have hooked up to the engine right now is the power steering line and the air intake. The power steering line blew apart on us, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that fixed. I gotta do some measuring, and then we're gonna get one custom made that is crimped instead of clamped. So yeah, so now I think we're gonna put in that fender wells. I have got this wheel well pretty much installed. I gotta put one more piece on the back side. That way, like, go in that area, but besides that, we're about ready to put the air filter on. So yeah, here we go. Okay. We are now working on the air box. The AC condenser used to sit like right here, and then but the exhaust is in the way here. Set my bottle down, sorry. So we're trying to fab up a makeshift box to fab to everything here. That way we can still have heat, because I'd rather have heat than AC, and I would still like to have heat, and I would not like to have smoke going into my cabs. So yeah, we are gonna have to seal this up with something. I think I got some type of sealant in the basement. But yeah, so we're just chipping away here, and I'll show you guys what the finished product looks like after I'm done cutting. So here we go. 2 hours later, ta-da! This is one of the sketchiest things I think I've ever bought. It's not sketchy because it's durable. It just doesn't look pretty. But yeah, so we used white poly plastic. This stuff is pretty good. It doesn't hold up to heat as well as it should have. That's why we have this tin. Now this is just stuff I found laying around. So we made this out of tin and that poly, and it turned out pretty well. It's going to fit a little tight in there at first because we have to screw this in, which I'm going to probably use this side to screw it in. I'm just going to put 2 screws in because the original screws are way in the way. And then, but yeah, so the back side, it's pretty much normal, but we do have to caulk up the inside yet, so we'll work on that next. So here we go. All right, we have now got this all siliconed and tightened. A handy trick I've learned is I heat this up a little bit, and then I just pull down and on this jack handle, and it comes right out. So just using some liquid nails that I have laying around. So yeah. So we also got the blower motor on and our I think temperature settings. So this thing's about ready to go in. We have our pilot holes dug for the oh, it's heavy too now for the thing. So we'll just come over here, not fall off the ladder, and we'll place her in. Little update here. We got our air box installed. It clears the downpipe. We've also got our coolant lines hooked back up. There is a little bit of an air leak on the underside, so I might have to get a little piece of expander foam for that. But we had to block off one end of the T, so I just stuck a screw up it, and we'll see if that works. And then I got to turn on the truck to get some vacuums to control the air vents. But here's part of the old box. See, this line used to go to this T and then went in there, but we aren't using that anymore. So I just gotta grab a few things off this truck, open up the shop door, and we'll see how our air does. If there's at least air going into the cab, that means it was successful. So here we go. Oh yeah, nice cold air that I don't want. But I got air, so that means air's at least coming into the cab. So if you ever do have a problem if your air vent's not working, it could be that vacuum line, since these are controlled by vacuum. Just like semis, except they're controlled by air pressure, not vacuum. So it's kind of opposite. But yeah, that's working out pretty well. Of course, let me turn on my lights here so you can see. AC, those are going to be gone. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to cover those up. Maybe I'll pull out. I don't know what I'm going to do there. But so we got that. I think we're going to go to floor. It should go to floor. Yep, it's going to the floor. Mix, which is everything. Yep, and then defrost, which works as well. So that's awesome. We got at least our heat back. It blows a lot better when we remove that AC condenser. There's a lot more airflow, so I am really happy with it. It's like a tornado in here. That's how much wind's going through here. I'm also going to try to find the filter and maybe blow that out as well. But yeah, we're doing well. Truck's running smooth. Shop's starting to fill up with a little bit of smoke, but she runs strong. So, all right, that's gonna wrap up the airbox. Now we just got to clean up all our tools and move on to the next thing. So here we go. All right, we got the airbox installed. We also got the hood on, thanks to my brother. He's sitting in the cab because it's nice and comfortable. But yeah, so that's going to wrap up this Cummins swap part video. I forget what number we're on now, but we're getting closer to it. We only have really 3 things left to finish this truck off. Exhaust, the power steering line. I still don't have a power steering yet. We're working on that. I blew it apart, and with this COVID-19 going on right now, we got to figure out how to get that made. And then we also have to... exhaust, power steering line. Drive shaft. We also have to do the drive shaft. Thank you. The drive shaft is going to be done soon. It should be done within the next week or so. Also with COVID-19, that's also slowed the process down for a 2-week delay. So yes, but besides that, that's going to wrap up this video. If you're new here, please subscribe and like this video also if you think this is a great project, and I'll let other people know that this is a great project. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.